Our group project revolves around creating a billing system for the First Awakened Inn, an imaginative hotel that offers Star Wars themed rooms. Within the program, customers will have the ability to select their preferred room type, input personal details such as their name and phone number, and choose from a variety of additional games, including breakfast, lightsaber rental, and chance to play the legendary Holy Chess game. The program will then compute the total bill based on the chosen room, number of nights, and selected service. Additionally, to show appreciation to our Malaysian guests, a special 10% discount will be applied to their total bill. By embarking on this project, we aim to deliver an exceptional and immersive Star Wars experience to our guests at the First Awakened Inn. Next, our objective is to offer the selection of room and other service to customer and automatically calculate the total bill for them.
Next, I will explain about our input. First, the user is prompted by the program to enter the following data. The user needs to enter their name and then their phone number. And the user inquired as to whether they were a Malaysian or not. Second, the user enters to choose a room type. Third, the user enters the number of nights they intend to stay. Fourth, the user is prompted to add any extra service such as breakfast, lightsaber rental, or a game of Holocaust to their booking. Lastly, the user inquired as to if there was another customer.
Next, I'll be talking about process. The first one will be process of selection number rooms. Calculate room charge. Process of selection additional services. Calculate additional charge if applicable. Process of entering name. Process of entering phone number. Process of selection nationality. Process of selection number of night. Process of calculating total bill. Total bill equals to room rates multiply of number of night plus additional charges. Last but not least will be process of selection another customer.
Next, I will explain about our output. First, the program calculates the total bill according to the user's selection. Second, the program displays the complete hotel bill, such as names of guests. Second, phone numbers. Third, selected room type. Fourth, number of nights. Fifth, additional charge if any. And lastly, the total bill amounts. And third, the program construct a discount is applied if the customer is Malaysian. Next, I will explain about the pseudocode for main function. The pseudocode represents a simple hotel management system for First Awakened Inn. It starts by declaring and initializing arrays for room names, room rates, additional service names, and service price. Then, it welcomes the user to the inn and enters a do-while loop to process multiple customers. Inside the loop, it asks for the customer's name, phone number, and nationality, Malaysian or not. Depending on the nationality, it sets a boolean variable is Malaysian to true or false. Next, it displays available room options and asks the customer to select a room type and enter the number of nights they want to stay. Next, it displays available room options and asks the customer to select a room type and enter the number of the nights they want to stay. It then presents additional service with their corresponding prices and allows the customer to choose which one they want to include in their bid. After gathering all the necessary information, it displays the hotel bill, including the room type, number of nights, additional charge, and the total bill. If the customer is Malaysian, a discount is applied to the total bill. Once the loop is done processing the current customer, it asks if there are more customers to process. If yes, it continues the loop. Otherwise, it exits the loop and displays a final message thanking the user for choosing the hotel. In short, this pseudocode outlines the flow of a hotel management system that handles customer bookings, calculates bills, and provides Malaysian discounts if applicable.
First, pseudocode for selection. This code checks if the person is Malaysian. It tells the user if they are Malaysian. If the user say yes or enter yes, it confirms they are Malaysian. Next, pseudocode for looping. This code allows a hotel to gather information about customer. If it tells if there is another customer at the beginning. If the answer is yes, it continues to ask for more customer. When the answer is no, it thanks the user and ends.
Next, I'll be talking about pseudocode for display room option. Start, read room type. If room type equals to 1, display room rate RM950 per night. If room type equals to 2, display room rate RM1,520 per night. If room type equals to 3, display room rate RM4,050 per night. If room type equals to 4, display room rate RM1,180 per night. Display room type, read number of nights, display number of night, read additional services. Number 10 will be, do you want to include breakfast, yes or no, or y/n. If answer equals to y, display number of services RM150. If answer equals to n, display number of services RM0. Do you want to include lightsaber rental, yes or no, or y/n. If answer equals to y, display number of services RM150. If answer equals to n, display number of services RM0. Do you want to include holo chess game, yes or no, or y/n. If answer equals to y, display number of services RM100. If answer equals to n, display number of services RM0. Display services n. Pseudocode for calculate total bill. Start. Read room type. If room type equals to 1, display room type Jedi Chamber. If room type equals to 2, display room type Sith Sanctum. If room type equals to 3, display room type Millennium Falcon Suite. If room type equals to 4, display room type Rebel Hideaway. Read number of nights, display number of night, read additional services. Number 9 would be, do you want to include breakfast, yes or no, or y/n. If answer equals to y, display number of services RM150. Do you want to include lightsaber rental, yes or no, or y/n. If answer equals to y, display number of services RM250. Do you want to include holo chess game, yes or no, or y/n. If answer equals to y, display number of services RM100. Calculate total bill. Total bill equals to room rates multiplied with number of nights plus additional charge. Display number total bill n.
Next, I will explain about our flowchart for main function. Flowchart for main function first is start, and then second, the program will declare and initialize arrays for room names and room rates. Third, the program will declare and initialize arrays for additional service names and service price. Next, the program will display welcome to Force Awakens Inn. Next, the program will start do while loop. The program will display please enter your name, and then the user needs to enter their name. Next, the program will read name, and then the program will display please enter your phone number. Program will also read phone number, and then the program will ask, are you a Malaysian? And then the user needs to enter whether Y or N. Next, the program will read nationality based on the user answers. Based on the previous question, if nationality is yes, the program will set is Malaysian to true, and then the program will display you are Malaysian. And if nationality is no, the program will display you are not Malaysian. Next, display room options such as room names, room rates, and numbers will save into the library. And then, the program will display select the room type. And then the program will read room type based on the user enters. Next, the program will display enter the number of nights. And then the program will read the nights based on the user's answer. Next, the program will display additional service. Next, the program will ask whether the users want to include any service, and then the program will read the choice based on the user answer. If the user answer is yes, then the program will set service to true, and then the program will add service price to additional charge. If the choice is no, then the program will set service to false and then move to the next step. Next, the program will display hotel bed, and then next, the program will display room type, and then the program will display number of nights. Next, the program will display additional charge. Also, the program will display total bill. And if Malaysian is true, the program will display Malaysian discount applied. If no, the program will display thank you for staying at Force Awakens Inn. May the Force be with you. And then the program will display is there another customer. The user needs to enter whether Y or N. And then after the user enters the answer, the program will read more customers based on the user answers. And then, if the answers is yes, the program will start again the do while loop. If the answers is no, the program will display thank you for choosing our hotel. We hope to see you again. And then, that's the end of the flowchart for main function.
Flowchart for selection. First, the program begins. The program will ask the user if they are Malaysian. Then the program will read the user response. The program will check if the user response is yes. If the response is yes, the program set a variable is Malaysian to true and display a message confirming that the user Malaysian. Then the program ends. For flowchart for looping, the program will begin. The program will set a variable more customer to Y to indicate there is at least one customer. The program check if there are more customers to process, then the user is asked if there is another customer. The program checks if the user response is yes. If the response is no, the program thanks the user and ends. If the response is yes, the program repeats the process from asking if there is another customer. Then the program will end.
Flowchart for display room option. Start. Read room type. If room type equals to 1, if it's true, display room rate RM950 per night. If room type equals to 2, if it's true, display room rate equals to RM1,520 per night. If room type equals to 3, if it's true, display room rate RM4,050 per night. If room type equals to 4, if it's true, display room rate RM2,180 per night. Then, display room type, read number of nights. Display number of night, read additional services. Do you want to include breakfast? If yes, display number of services RM150. If no, display number of services RM0. Do you want to include lightsaber rental? If answer is yes, display number of services Rm 250 ringgit. If answer is no, display number of services Rm 0 ringgit. Do you want to include holochess game? If answer is yes, display number of services Rm 100 ringgit. If answer equals to no, display number of services Rm 0 ringgit. Display services N. Flowchart for calculate total bill. Start. Enter room type. If room type equals to 1, display room type equals to Jada Chamber. If room type equals to 2, display room type Sanctum. If room type equals to 3, display room type Millennium Falcon Suite. If room type equals to 4, display room type Rebel Hideaway. Read number of nights. Display number of night. Read additional services. Do you want to include breakfast? If answer is yes, display number of services. Rm 150. Do you want to include lightsaber rental? If answer is yes, display number of services Rm 250 ringgit. Do you want to include holochess game? If answer is yes, display number of services Rm 100 ringgit. Calculate total bill. Total bill equals to room rates multiplied with number of nights plus additional charges. Display number total bill N.
Our program features essential function for a smooth billing process. Let's dive into 4 key code overview. Firstly, room and service data. We use array to store room name, rates, service name and price. Next, function for display room option. The guests can easily view available rooms and rate to pick their favorite Star Wars ambience. Then, function for calculate total bill. The program calculate the total bill considering room rate, night stay, selected service and a 10% discount for Malaysian. For main function, there are 6 guiding guests through. Firstly, for greeting, the guests should provide their name and phone number. Then we ask if they are Malaysian to apply the discount. Malaysian customer will receive 10% discount. Third, the guest choose a room by entering its number. There are 4 types of room that guests can choose from. Fourth, they will provide the number of night they stay. Next, the guests can pick service like breakfast, lightsaber rental or holochess game. Lastly, the program calculate the total bill and show a detailed breakdown of their choice. The guests can enjoy an immersive Star Wars experience at Force Awakens Inn without any hassle.